And welcome back to the Flow Sports Fix on this Thursday night. Your footy tipping, don't forget to do your footy tips. If you haven't done them yet, then come on, you've got to get them done. If you have, hopefully you've picked yourself some winners. It's going to be some interesting results over the weekend, no doubt. And much conjecture and talking will be done next week about it all. Who's doing well, who's got off to a good start, who's a bad start. Well, that's what you've got to do in work now. You've got to occupy your time somehow, don't we? And it's time to grab a ticket and get on board.
All aboard the Sports Express, your ticket to sporting news.
Well, a big congratulations to Team New Zealand, who have taken home, once again, the America's Cup. They are the second nation outside the States to win back-to-back America's Cups. And look, in the end, they absolutely smashed it. They were leading 6-3 in the overall standings. They won the 10th leg by 46 seconds. And at no stage did they look like they were in trouble at all. They cruised their way to victory. And that was, the 36th America's Cup when they pulled up in Auckland. So they've said it's been an amazing experience along the way. And I think that makes it 4 wins in total for Team New Zealand. In other news, Tiger Woods has returned home. He is no longer in hospital and he's continuing his rehabilitation at home. Now, it was only a month ago, I think, that he had that bad car accident, fractured leg, a shattered ankle, completely shattered. And he had several procedures after the 27th of February, but he said that He said that he's back home and continuing his recovery. This was via Twitter, and said, "I'm grateful for the outpouring of support and encouragement I've received over the past few weeks." He thanked his doctors and the nurses and all of that at the hospital, and seems to be very gracious, and he's working every day on getting stronger. And finally this morning in the A-League, it's something incredible, like 60% of players are without a deal. They are all pretty well in limbo, and the reason for this is because there's a debate going on whether to play the A-League in summer or winter. So the Australian professional leagues, the ones that control the A-League, they want to start the season in the later months of this year and sort of conclude in the first half of next year, because that will give them the best broadcast deal. However, Football Australia, they want to return to a calendar year season in 2022 so that it can run in conjunction with the NPL state competitions. So because this deal hasn't been figured out, at least 60% of players are off contract at the end of this season. They want to know whether they're being re-signed, what's going on, because they need to look after their own future, which is fair enough. And the window for this decision needs to be made ASAP.
And Courtney will be back with her Sports Express on the Happy Friday edition of the Brekkie Flow between 6 and 9 tomorrow morning. Make sure you listen out for it. Just having a look at some on this day moments and some birthdays taking place today with some sporting legends. Aussie racing driver and father of the V8 supercar driver Jack Perkins, Larry Perkins, turning 71 today, a 6-time Bathurst champion. Back in 2003, he raced the Bathurst 1000 for the final time. He was inducted into the V8 Supercars Hall of Fame back in 2008. Aussie tennis player, a doubles specialist. He won 12 ATP doubles titles. Wayne Arthur's turning 50 today. Happy 50th, Wayne. Aussie swimmer Brooke Hansen, who made her Olympic Games debut back in 2004, where she won silver for the 100-metre breaststroke and also got a gold in the 4x100-metre medley. And Brooke Hansen, 43 today. Patrick Cripps, the AFL player, plays with Carlton. Will it be a good birthday present for him tonight, or a bad one? He has served as Carlton's co-captain since the 2019 season, and he turns 26 today. Jeff Thompson, the Aussie fast bowler, he retired from playing cricket after competing for Queensland in the Sheffield Shield final on this day in 86. Good old Tomo. And the Gold Coast Titans played their first official rugby league game against St George Illawarra at Suncorp Stadium on this day in 07. Their first game was moved from their home ground, Carrara Stadium, due to the huge demand of fans eager to see them. Hopefully that trend continues. And that's just a few of the events and the birthdays that took place on History Today, March the 18th. Well, that's the end of the Sports Fix for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the program. We'd love you to be a part of it. If you're involved in a sport that you'd like to see mentioned, we'd happily chat about it. We want to know more because we're sports nuts here at Flow. So get in touch with us via our Facebook page, FlowFM Australia, or send us an email to news@flowfm.com.au. Don't forget, it is the Flow Sports Show, the summer sports show between 5 and 7 tomorrow. The Flow Man, the Stat Man, the young lads, the young gurus, Ellis and Carl and Dan, they'll be a part of it, and a guest of thousands as well. Be a part of the show tomorrow by listening in between 5 and 7. Lots of sport, we love it, and we're going to be bringing it to you the best way we can right here on Flow. We look forward to your company again. Have a good night. Go Richmond, I guess.